Hello, just give me a little bit of time and I'm currently searching and looking for the street. So, hello everybody, welcome to the stream. And so far, I've already found the stream. I decided I decided that maybe instead of trying complicated things and whatnot, I would like to get this stream side by side. The NVS stream start stream stream side and also the JAXA, but since I cannot find one, so I decided let's go with the JAXA one instead. Yeah, because we remember last time where I streamed the last launch of the H2 family rocket as a whole, especially the H2A, or maybe technically people still call this H2 family. I don't know. Remember that last launch of the H2 rocket variant, the H2A. Yeah. So as you can see, there is some limitation trying to go with JAXA Steam alone. So that's why I want to use NVS Stream 2. Just put it side by side, but unfortunately my current setup not really the most helpful, so we're going to use only what we can use right now, one stream at a time. So let's go with the JAXA one instead. Okay, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. So I guess let's go. Yeah, so this is the stream, the official one. Mhm. So let's see how it's going to be next. Okay, we cannot read the subtitles, so I'll, I'll just keep it like this right now. Yeah, so you can see what the mission is going to be, right? Yeah, so this is what they're going to do.
私は個人的に HTV-X は二刀流の輸送機というふうに宇宙機と言っています。
ISS への物資補給と最先端の技術実証の二刀流という
HTV-X。I think this is better here.
1号機ではおよそ3ヶ月間続く技術実証ミッションフェーズ。
So this is what it actually does and doing currently right now.
お話を聞いてみました。
Yeah, if I remember, there is some payload here involved here for the for the HTV-X1 pilot right now. So here we go.
宇宙にあるゴミの動きを把握するために HTV-X にマウント富士というものを取り付けて計測する技術を獲得しようとしております。今スペースデブリどんどん増えてますので、スペースデブリを増やさないことも大事ですが、もう捕まえて落とすということが大事になってきました。その時にスペースデブリがぐるんぐるん回ってると怖くて近づけません。どんな運動をしているかというのをちゃんと先に把握するというのが大事です。そのための要素技術が HTV-X を使って行うこの姿勢把握、姿勢運動決定実験でわかるはずだと信じています。
So this is one of it, the most important mission that's also going to be here. What experiment it will be and
最終的に実現したいのが、
so
宇宙太陽光発電システムというもので、大きさとしてはもう、2キロ四方ぐらいの非常に大きなもので、それに向けた、第一歩の、実証が今回のディライトでの実証になります。
具体的に今回はどのような実証を行われるんですか？
新しくその考え出したそのパネルを展開したりとか結合したりする機構があるんですけど、メカニズムがあるんですけど、それが宇宙でちゃんと動くかっていうのを検証したい、実証したいというのは一つと、あともう一つは非常に軽いアンテナをそこに搭載しようとしているので、そのアンテナ、これなんですけど、これがちゃんと宇宙で動くかっていうのを見るというのが、その2つがディライトでやりたいことになります。大きなアンテナとか大きな構造物が作れると、今までその宇宙ミッションとしてやってるその地球観測とか通信とか災害監視とか、それらのそのグレードアップ。
So basically for this mission, they are going to test out if the deployment of the antenna, the newly designed for this one would work on this experiment. And also the second objective is to also test what do I call it? Yeah, other than the deployment that too, they're also going to test out the what do I want to say, because I forgot a little bit of here. Oh no. okay, maybe just give me a little bit time to what I'm going to say here. Yeah, oh, okay. Now I've already remembered. So there's two objectives that we actually. So previously, what they're going to do with that experiment, they're going to test out the deployment of the solar panel using the new construction, basically new construction technique and what's on. And also, second of all, is that to test out their new lightweight antenna to see if it's working or not. So basically like a technology demonstration satellite there for one basic one.
補給機としての役割の部分だけでかなり進化しているのに加えて、
only the resupply vehicles
Yeah,
actually
so
it's made
that's what we're
great progress, but at the same time, technological verification will be done. Mr. Nagahama, that is something fantastic.
So as Mr. Ito mentioned at the beginning, it took us 10 years for the development. I involved from the beginning of the development, and we faced with a lot of challenges and difficulties. So I'm a bit emotional right now. That message has been spread to the audience. Mr. Ishikawa, how do you think about? This is the first vehicle, yet it has many missions in addition to cargo transport mission. So this will be heading to the ISS. So could you tell me about the ISS? Yes. So this is ISS. The orbital altitude is 400 kilometers above the Earth, circling the Earth every 19 minutes. And it is jointly operated by 15 countries. And it is a massive space station, roughly the size of a soccer field. So it's very big and operated by 15 countries. And what the role Japan is playing? In the ISS plan, the Japan developed Kibo Japanese experiment module, where scientific experiments are conducted utilizing the space environment. And ISS, now the Mr. Yui is currently aboard the ISS. Yes, right. And then Mr. Yui will be capturing. So therefore, from Tanegashima, the HTV-X spacecraft will be launched to the ISS and captured by the Japanese astronaut, Mr. Yui. So,
Okay, so
HTV is
I've
just
already gone
for
into
cargo
and tried
transport,
to find
but
anything,
it's a two-way
if
player
there's
with
anything that I can
technological
say there.
demonstrations. Yes,
Okay,
right. It is two-way
but
player.
we're going to see this instead.
So
So
it
this is how the
transports
mission
the
overview,
cargo
usually
to
how
the ISS, and then
what they're
after
going
that,
to do
as
after
you
they're
can see,
departing
the
from the
various
ISS
missions will be
at some point.
conducted for
So
about
it looks like
1 year.
apparently also they're
This is
going
a
to have
new
contact with
attempt.
the
So
CubeSat
we
there.
are determined to complete these
Okay,
missions.
here and there.
Thank you very much.
Now it's 8:44 and actually
Okay,
there is 15
so
minutes until launch. However,
yeah,
the
so
rocket
this is
will
how the
end.
launch pad
Actually,
looks
now
like here
I
right now
heard
with the
from about mates, this
with
route
the
using the
H3-24W
oxygen and the weather is so
rocket here.
perfect. Therefore,
You can
probably
see it's
separation of
slightly
this
wider there,
can
around,
be
if I
seen.
remember, around
Okay, let's check the
5.4
let's
me
FCC. Okay,
meters
this is
wide
LCC.
there, and also
People
the
are
length
now
is basically
checking the
the
monitors, and
long
actually
long
they are
very
doing the
length
final
around
confirmation before the
16
countdown, and also
16.4
it's also
meters if I
connected
remember
to
correctly
this
there.
one,
So,
RCC.
and also in
Yes,
this flight
and
we are also
actually,
going to see
after the launching, they
the
will
launch
monitor and
with
control,
the
and
four
Mr.
solid rocket
Ita
boosters
is
uh,
sitting just over
instead of the
there.
two,
You can see,
instead of typical
and
two solid
everybody is
rocket
very
boosters
much
there,
ready.
usually
And
in
next,
most of the launch you
okay,
can see
let's
here. So if you can see,
introduce today's flight
okay, and
sequence,
this is the
and
animation
there
how
is a
it looks
flight
like if it
sequence for
launch.
the H3 rocket number 7,
Yeah,
and maximum dynamic pressure occurs approximately 40 seconds after liftoff.
okay, so
And
basically
actually, this is the timing where the influence of
so
the
it would
air
reach
can be
max
caused.
Q
And
around 40 seconds
after
after
that,
launch.
approximately 1 minute and 56 6 seconds later, SRB ACF separates in pairs, and then
Okay.
the 2 minutes and 55 seconds later, the fairing separates. This is a highlight. It might be visible with a high performance cameras. And after 4 minutes and 59 seconds, the first and the second stage separates. And also then 2
And
minutes and
also this is another animation
12
what you can
seconds
see on
later,
the
the
stage
second stage
separation
engine
and also on the
ignites.
second stage
And
there
the job of
using
the second
the
engine
similar
lasts kind of
second
long.
stage engine
Therefore,
that they
anyway,
use on the
about 14 minutes later,
how do I
it
say
will
on
be
the
separated.
H2 rocket family as a whole, and I believe in some
And
extension
actually, from
also
here,
getting back
the
to the
kind of
H1
wing-like ones
rocket
will
heritage
deployed.
there.
Yes, and
And yes, H1
it's
rocket
30
does
minutes
exist
before the
actually.
launch. And
And
now
despite
we
the
have lots of
H1 rocket
questions from the
designation,
audience.
most of the
And
rocket
actually, for
itself
instance, there is a
isn't,
mission
is
logo and
actually
also
using hydro
delivery
rocket.
labels.
On the
And
first stage, it's still using
actually,
the
they are
coal
paying attention
derived
to
rocket
detailed
there
point.
because
Actually,
remember
when you
Japan back in the
carry
day
a
they really
kind of
took
luggage,
a
when
big
you
a really big
you get on the flight,
and
actually such
huge
a
and
tag
capable
is
rockets so they
attaching for,
can
like from
launch settlers
CN2
and
to
whatnot. So
ISS,
they basic
like from
so what they do is
Tanegashima
they
Space Center to
back in
ISS,
the day
such
up
kind of
until the H
cargo tag is
H2 rocket era,
attached, and the
usually
barcode is
they would
also
like
added.
they
And
would get
when you
licensed
read
rocket
that
from the
barcode, you can enjoy something
from
great. Yeah, you can see
if I
lots of
remember
images, and when
from
you see the barcode,
from
and
the
actually
Donald
that
Douglas, if
has
I
lots
remember,
of interesting
or if
numbers, and actually
or if
the
not that,
answer can be
Marietta, something
shown
like that.
later, and because
They
that's
license
cargo
from
said that the
license
priority,
from them,
because actually
and they basically construct one.
for
That's
the
it.
priority customers,
And
such kind
only
of
the second stage afterward on the
service
H1
is
rocket
done.
is
And
basically
from here,
hydraulic power,
okay, thank you for waiting.
and
We
then
have a
and then
message
going to
from
the H2.
ISS. Okay, everybody who are watching the
Okay, and on the H2. Okay. Oh, so basically, okay, this is yeah. So this is in the space. The
楽しい環境にいるわけなんですけれども、いよいよですね、
Yeah.
H3 ロケット7号機、
This astronaut, Kimura or Kimura Yuri,
こちら
which
の
one,
打ち上げの瞬間が迫ってきて
whichever
ますね。
you prefer there.
まあ私
So
は本
this
当
is
にドキドキ
this
してま
should
す
be
し、
a
楽しみなん
pre-recorded
ですけれど
video,
も、
as you can see, because there is
補給機っていうのはですね、
because
私た
there
ち
is
が
subtitle there.
ISS で仕事をするために
Yeah.
本当に大切なものをね、食料はもちろんですけれども、実験機器なんかも運んできてくれますし、いろんなね生命維持装置の
So that's
作業
that.
部品である
We
とか、
also
本
can
当に
see
たくさん
there.
のものを運んできてくれます。私たちのね生命線みたいなそんな重要なミッションなんですけれども、その重要なミッションの一つをですね、日本がまあこう担っているっていうところが非常に誇らしいですね。ね、まあ最後に
Yep,
物を積
this
む
is
のもです
pre-recorded.
ね、
So
前回に比べると
you can see
非常
that.
にギリギリまでまあ荷物を積むことができるので、新鮮なものも届くと思います。ちょっと野菜
Okay,
は苦手
and
です
the
けれ
launch
ども、
itself
フルー
almost
ツなんかはね、
T
非
minus
常に
10 minutes there.
楽しみですし、まあ
And
他のクル
of
ーは
course,
ね、野菜
if
や
I'm saying mark, it will
多
be
分
T
果物
minus 10
新鮮物は何でもウ
minutes
ェルカムですので、
before launch.
そういうものが入ってくる
Okay.
といいななんて思いながら待ちたいというふうに思っています。私はこの挑戦をですね、宇宙から見守りたいと思います。
Yeah, and
皆さ
also
んは
pretty
地上でこの
fortunately,
ライブ
I
配信
didn't
でその様子を
I didn't
ご
have
覧
any
ください。
problem
知的
here and
瞬間
there,
ですから
and
ね、お見逃しのないよ
yeah,
うによろし
fortunately
く
it's
お願いいた
weekend,
します。
so I can stream this stuff. Okay, and already T minus 10 minutes there. Okay, and this is right now T minus 9
impression website.
minutes
I'm in charge of
and
a rocket, therefore.
okay, T minus 9 minutes and
Usually
40
I do
seconds,
not have
and
chances to work
here
with
we go
the
on the
astronaut, but the
launch.
only thing
We are
that I
almost ready,
remember is that, you know, when
and
I
this is
visited
nothing a little bit.
JAXA, sorry, I went to the NASA,
So why
actually,
not?
I couldn't
So why
know
let's
how to enter
here
the building, and Mr.
go here.
He was there,
Okay,
and
so
he kindly opened the door for me.
so
And
this is
actually, the
basically the
rocket launch is
conceptual
coming very
design
close,
on
and
the
from here,
HTV-X, aka also known as
now the rocket carrying
HTV-10W.
inbound for
This is how it
Earth
looks like
location,
back
the
in the day.
launch is
A little
very
bit different, right?
imminent. And from here, let's watch
This
the
is
launch
the
of the H3
completely.
rocket's trajectory, followed by live
Okay, so but in the
footage from
meantime,
the launch
why
pad
not
and
we actually so
commentary
look
audio
at the
from
launch
the
preparation
mission
campaign
control
there,
center.
how it looks like. Alright, here you go. This is the installation how it looks like for the whole set of the rocket itself. And also I'm going to show you a little bit even behind the scene. Oh, okay. So this is also the HTV-X there. The preparation. All of it required and needed for this flight. And even you can see there's basically like a flight barcode. It basically said, hey, we're going to launch. I mean, it looks pretty beautiful. It's like you're going for the flight, or if you're not even going for the flight, maybe you're going for the train ride, which, well, it's going to take a little bit time here to establish in Seoul and whole Borneo as a whole. But for one thing's for sure, I can also imagine if you're trying to go postage or even trying to go for a bus, you know. So that's that. And we are looking at the H3-24W rockets there. And right now, it should be around T minus 8 minutes there, or X minus 8 minutes if you're whichever you're preferring, or maybe L minus 8 minutes there. So you can see in the beautiful shot of the rocket itself.
All systems are now in their final operations.
Okay, so right now all of the operation is now in the final phase right now, as it prepares for the automated sequence too. But most of the time it's still looking there, and T minus 7 minutes and 30 seconds, and no, T minus 7 minutes and 25 seconds, and still counting on the launch itself. Okay, so here you go. It looks pretty beautiful. This is live from the Tanegashima Space Center. Okay, Tanegashima literally means Tanega Islands there. Okay, this is the most southern tip of Japan there. As we can see the launch itself, the minus 7 minutes, and you can see it's not only looking pretty. Okay, range safety officer looks like gone there.
The range system is go.
Okay, range system is go, and you can see not only looks pretty longer, around 16.4 meters if I remember correctly, or 16 point, yeah, something about that figure, but also even the fairing itself slightly wider from 5.2 meters, the usual one, to 5.4 meters. So 20 centimeters a bit longer. And yes, I'm using metric system here, so if you're a little bit confused, you can also go use whatever converter here, whatever converter from metrics to imperial system. If you're in the imperial system country using there. And this is the view right now. And this is also the view around the coast of the Tanegashima. As you can see, it looks pretty beautiful and
6 minutes to launch. The current weather at the launch site is sunny. Temperature is 24.6 degrees Celsius.
yeah.
Wind is 4.6 meter per second.
Okay, T-minus 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Radar is green for launch.
And get ready for the launch. And hello to the new viewers or maybe existing viewers. Welcome to this screen as we are going to witness for the launch.
For 9 o'clock a.m. and 15 seconds Japan Standard Time.
Yeah, it's not going to be that long. So I'm going to briefly explain to you guys what payload is also there using the NASA Space Flight Forum article there. So thank you so much. Okay, T-minus 5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes for launch.
Okay, so getting ready.
The satellite system is go.
Okay, satellite system is go. And while they are still counting, why not we are going to do this? Okay, maybe I can try using this display instead. So, oh, okay, should be good. Okay, it should be good. So you guys can see what I'm also looking, and this is a little bit like a real-time search for the HTV-X1 rocket there. You can see even clear Usui also stream. I mean, she mostly also involved in this one for communication, for PR stuff there, and also because if I remember, they're also going to bring her. How do I say? They're also going to bring one of her doll stuff like that to the ISS to this HTV-X1 payload. What? Okay. Oh, so alright. Okay, and this is how it looks like if it on the way to the space International Space Station there, HTV-X1 there, going. Okay, so this is also the okay, looks pretty good, and this is how it looks like the mission patch itself, and also pressure in the while in the how do I say, in the spring season, around two seasons ago, and this is the patch and the code itself. Okay, and it's also another patch, so that's why I'm using here. Okay, and this is how it looks like the HTV-X, HTV-10 design before that.
The power system of
Okay.
the launch vehicle has been switched to internal
Another one.
systems.
Oh, okay. So we don't have too much time, so I'm going to let you guys actually go and look this instead. Okay, so this is how it looks like in comparison. HTV-X looks slightly a little bit more smaller, but should pack with more payload there. And this is how it arrives there. Okay. Oh. Okay. Back then that was the design in 2015, and this is the 2017 design, and still kept to this day. All right. Okay, this is how it looks like in the arrival. Okay, T minus 150 seconds. Okay. So I'm trying to go as fast as possible here. Okay. 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 Not so much. Okay. HTV.
Pressurization process of second stage liquid
Okay.
oxygen has
This
been
is how it looks like
initiated.
too. Around 2020 era. Okay. Pressurization is still on. And this is how it looks like HTV versus the HTV-X. HTV-X looks like a bird, you know. Like an interesting bird for things for sure. T minus 1 minutes and 10 seconds. And getting ready. Okay, this is how it looks like the render 2 of the HTV-X. Right on the way to the space station. Okay,
We have less
so
than 1 minute to launch.
this is how it looks like. Okay. Okay, T minus 50 seconds. Oh no. Go on, please pause. Okay, this is how it looks like. Thruster. Okay. 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 That's basically in a nutshell. Okay, T minus 30 seconds. We're ready. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
The cooling water system for the flame
Okay,
deflector
this is
is
how it looks like too. Okay. Okay.
The flight mode is on. The torches are ignited. All systems
Okay.
are go.
Get ready.
The main engine ignition.
Oh, oh, oh. Ignition and lift off.
Are ignited. Lift off.
Lift off. We almost missed it. But this is good. Okay. Lift off. And this is launch from the Yoshinobu Launch Complex
Successful liftoff of H3
LA-YA2, and this is how it looks like, and looking pretty beautiful.
Tanegashima Space Center at 9
Whoa,
a.m.
we almost missed it.
15 seconds
Almost
on
clicked
26th
that.
of October 2025.
Okay, should be Mach 1. Okay, Mach 1. And going for the max Q, already max Q, maximum aerodynamic pressure, fully exerted of the launch vehicle.
H3 was handed over to
Okay, and already crossed the airplane altitude, and it's looking pretty beautiful. It should be around Mach 1.5 there.
Pacific Ocean to the east-southeast.
Okay, looks pretty beautiful there.
It's 1 minute into the flight.
Okay, 1 minute into flight. Yeah. Alright. So into the flight, you can see the gravity turn has already initiated, because of course it's going to the orbit on the way to the International Space Station, the ISS. So that's why the gravity turn is also one of the important things you can see. Not only it does initiate roll, but also it also initiate pitch and yaw program there. And you can see all of the solid rocket boosters looks pretty good. Yeah. I mean, seriously, I almost screwed it up on the launch part, because you can see. Okay.
First and second pairs of
Yeah. Okay.
separation.
First pair and also the second pair of the SRB has already fully separated there, and looks pretty good on the launch there. And by now, in few of tenths of seconds, we shall see the separation of the we shall see the fairing separation there, and so far looking good. And what we are looking right now is the real-time telemetry of the flight data itself. So if the payload fairing separation already confirmed, fully confirmed, you might see on the how do I say, the white dot should appear there. Okay, so let's see.
Attitude control and trajectory are all
Okay, and looks like the payload fairing separation has already confirmed at T plus 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Payload pairing separation
Okay,
confirmed.
and payload fairing has already fully separated. Okay. Speaking about which, we are almost. I mean, I've almost screwed up the launch part, but yeah, fortunately, still able to recover and just click live there. Just click live there. Whew.
Mr. Ishikawa,
Okay,
this is
and
rocket status right
the
now.
launch itself on the way going to the
Full
orbit should be
separated. I'm very
around
happy to
50
see
up
that.
until
It was a
almost 2
beautiful
plus 9 minutes,
separation, wasn't
10
it?
minutes like that, and then after
And then
that
after this, the fairing
it
was
should
already
separate
separated.
by now. I
So
mean
this isn't a very
the
great
mission
moment,
should have
but it is
already
not
begun,
captured. We just look at the
at least for
signal,
the
but to confirm the
at least
separation. I'm very much
for the
relieved.
HTV-X
And after that,
but
after 4
for the
minutes
H3
and
rocket
59
team management
seconds,
there,
we will have the
it might
next
go over soon.
separation. And the currently
Mostly
speed is going up,
they can
and
mostly
then altitude is also
relieve
goes up.
if the
As you
flight is
see,
going on.
the speed can be seen on the left-hand side, and you
Okay,
see
and we can see the velocity should be
around
good,
what is
around
the speed per
almost
second.
15,000
HTV-X
kilometers
at the
per
time of
hour,
the
and
separation, the
altitude is
maximum speed is
197
7.4
kilometers there,
kilometers per second. That would be the maximum speed. Thank you. So we will keep an eye on that.
and should require
Now,
almost
the,
10
as we
almost 10,000
they see the
kilometers per
rocket
hour
data,
left to
and
reach the
then this
orbital
is a little
velocity
bit
then
modified for you to
uh,
see.
to
So
go to
if
the
we
International
approach
Space
the
Station there.
circle, there is the
Yeah,
next
and it's a little bit
event,
of boring.
the first
Unfortunately, you
stage
can see
engine
here it's
cutoff.
only telemetry and
It is coming
straight line, and
into that.
also should be first stage engine cutoff. Okay,
So the
first stage
NECO,
engine cutoff.
main engine cutoff, and
Okay,
then the
Miko,
first stage
and first stage and second stage
separation.
separation, basically
Then
interstage
the
separation,
second
and
engine
getting ready for
ignition.
the second stage engine mission number one there, ready for the SECO one.
And then second engine ignited.
Okay, and looks like SECO one has already confirmed there, based on the telemetry and also real life data here, and you can see the velocity is slightly less there, but it's already going on for this flight.
It was a
Yeah,
successful
and looks like
launch.
they are very excited
I'm very
there,
happy
as you can
and
see
then
on the
relieved.
commentator booth there on the
So this four
H3 rock,
configuration, and
for,
then four
for
boosters were
the
separated.
JAXA
I'm very
commentary
happy
booth.
to see
It
that.
looks like
But
pretty
it
pretty
continues
excited there,
to
as you can
conduct the
see, and
missions.
look there.
So it has to HTV-X onto the
Okay,
specified orbit.
so
So that is
looks like
the
that.
first goal of the launch. And then
Okay,
the
so I
second
let's
engine
open the music
is in
here because
ignition right now
or maybe no, I don't
to
know.
further accelerate the
And
speed.
yeah, for new and
What
also
about
existing
you,
viewers,
Mr.
hello
Nakahara?
and welcome. You're watching the HTV
So far,
dash
I'm
X
very happy
dash
to see the
how
successful
does it
liftoff.
okay HTV dash X1
But at the same time,
mission here onboarding the
we have
H3
to watch until the
H3 flight
separation.
number
Now
7
let's
with
look
the
at the current flight trajectory on live.
H3-24W configuration
The
here.
rocket right
Inaugurated
now
for the first time,
is flying over the Pacific Ocean.
almost going to the replay.
The velocity is going up,
Okay, the
and
velocity is
it
right
is
now
accelerating
20,000
over the
kilometers per hour.
Pacific Ocean.
Altitude is
At the stationary orbit,
270
it
kilometers.
launched to the east from the
Okay, T plus
Tanegashima,
7 minutes
and
into
then
the flight.
Earth observation satellite.
And
It will be
it's looking
launched
pretty good
into
there.
the south,
And
and to the ISS.
here we go,
It will be launched
still
in the
going.
middle to the southeast from Tanegashima. So
Okay,
H3
and looks like maybe
shows the
it's going to be
real-time
slightly
flight
longer.
status
Not
data,
like
right?
one saying
Yes.
T plus 9 minutes, 10 minutes, and then
On my
mission's done.
computer
Not yet.
screen, I
At
see
least
also the
should be up
real-time
until
signals.
maybe 15
But
or lesser.
broadcasting
So
is a little bit delayed.
here we go.
But I'd like to provide the real-time data with you.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
this is the some data there.
Now, let's take a look again of the launch.
Okay, so this is the replay. Yeah, because I almost screwed it up. Okay.
All systems are go. Main engine start. The main engine
Okay.
ignition.
Manage ignition, as you can see, and yeah, ignition there
Solid booster
around
ignited. Lift off.
8 minutes ago of the launch. Here you can see it's looking pretty beautiful, but other than that, not much else we missed. It's still launch. pretty beautiful there.
We have a successful liftoff of H3 launch
Okay,
vehicle flight
and this
number
is how
7
the
with onboard
launch
HTV-X1
looks like
from
there.
JAXA Tanegashima
Almost
Space
8 minutes
Center
ago,
at 9
and
o'clock
you can see
AM
it
and
looking
15
pretty beautiful,
seconds on the
bright
26th of October
yellow
2025.
orange
Japan
or
Standard Time.
orange-ish color there of the SRB, the solid rocket boosters there. It's looking pretty beautiful there. Okay,
After the launch, mission control
and
of HTV was handed
I still
over
can't
to
believe
Misaki Range Control
the
Center.
launch looks pretty good there. Oh.
ロケットは現在東南東方向の太平洋上へ移動してい
Alright,
ます。
so this is how
H3
do
is
we
now
look
flying
like there.
above Pacific Ocean to the east-southeast.
打ち上げ後1分が経過しました。
Ooh, this is looking pretty good there.
70、71、72、73、74、75、76、
Okay.
77、78、
And then after that, after around some point around T plus 1 minute and 30 seconds, if I remember correctly, the SRB side booster burnout, the solid rocket booster burnout there, as you can see in the launch replay there. Okay, and that's how it looks like.
It was a spectacular
Okay,
launch and a very beautiful launch.
and also from what I can also see there, around T plus 13 minutes and 51 or 55 seconds, this SICO 1, SICO 1, the SICO will no longer initiated. It will be around, it will be the SES-1, basically the second engine, second stage engine cut off.
And then our passion,
Oh, no.
our
Second,
emotion,
SICO 1, yeah. SICO 1, the second stage engine cut off will be initiated, which will indicate the end of the SES-1, the second stage engine start number 1 there.
when it is wrong,
Okay? Oh, okay. So around T plus 13 minutes and 53 seconds, we shall see the SICO 1, the second stage engine cut off number 1 there, which will mark the end of the SES-1 there, the second stage engine cut off number 1. No, second stage engine start number 1, yeah. So, a little bit sorry there for some mix up there.
Now it is on course and it is going very well.
It's still on course, on the way to
the engine also good.
to the orbit, and after that, once the HTV-X1 separates from rocket, we shall see the beginning of the mission to the ISS, and hopefully nothing goes wrong in its life, because I surely do hope it will arrive to the International Space Station there. Around the altitude, if I remember, around 300 plus kilometers or 300 kilometers of altitude, like that. So that's that.
The October the 1st of 2017, that is the date that HTV-X project started.
Oh, the 1st October 2017, they started this project. Okay, the HTV-X or HTV-10 project. Oh,
wishes and hopes
that's interesting.
and the passions into that number for the QR code, and then that will be sent to ISS. So that is the starting date of this project, and then you see the flight trajectory right now,
here we go.
which is very good on as scheduled. And then also, can you talk about the color, mission
1 minute and 30 seconds before the SICO 1 initiated, the second stage engine cut off number 1, they will mark the end of the SES-1 as second stage engine start number 1. We shall see the SICO 1 initiated.
And 9 was the Konotori 9 was a mission color of gold. So
and looks like
succeeded by this
1 minute go for the SICO 1.
So this is the reverse of
And
Konotori.
here we go.
and the Konotori's
not much
missions
else
is
to
carried
do
over
there.
to HTV-X
A little bit boring to see
one in
data
the
and
old
telemetry, but hey,
versions, and then there are
at least
also
if you're a nerd,
positive
you
responses
can
from the chat.
be a little bit rejoiced there. Okay, and the velocity is
Soon
26,000
it will
kilometers
be
per hour.
the satellite
Altitude
will
is
be
already
separated
slightly
soon.
decreasing, but this is totally normal and fine as long it can reach the orbital velocity pretty well, and launch the launch angles is pretty good, and your pitch and roll program looks pretty good. So far, not really much of the problem. And getting ready should be attaining the orbital velocity around 27,000 kilometers per hour. It's there, yeah, or a little bit lesser there. Okay, and looks like a little bit lesser, but still within my expectation. And the Seco one, the second stage engine cut-off number one initiator that ends the SES-1, which is second stage engine start number one, and getting ready for the HTV-X1 separation. And looks like separation of the HTV-X1 for the HTV-X maiden flight. It looks like it's pretty successful there. And after that, another one left would be the would be the solar panel would be the solar panel deployment left, but mostly the mission is looks pretty successful. And for the H3 rocket team there, they can breathe a little bit of sigh of relief there as their mission already done. But for the HTV-X team, their mission has just begun right now, and we are almost around T plus 15 minutes. We are almost T plus 15 minutes since launch there. Looks pretty good.
We will support your activities from now on,
Okay,
and also
so let's see what
your
next there.
HTV-X number one will reach the ISS very soon. But before that, what are you going to do it? Actually,
Okay,
first of all,
so
we have to check the altitude, and also the solar power panel will be deployed so that it can
so they have to check
get
the altitude
the
and also
power
the
of
solar
the solar, and
panel
also
power,
the
just to make
initial
sure everything
checkout
is
will be
good,
done.
and should
And
be
by
telemetry
operating like
telemetry
that,
check
and
too.
we are operating so that it could
Okay,
move
and
or
as this is
it
mostly
could
an unmanned
approach
the
to
resupply
ISS.
mission
And
there,
you will
so
be very busy right now.
it's
And
it shall be
it
underway
will
for the few
deploy
days
the wing
on the journey to
and
the
launching to
ISS, to the
ISS.
International
And
Space Station
actually,
there.
we received so many messages, and actually, this is like a fall.
All
So,
right,
and some
and it
people
looks
are
like it's pretty
crying
beautiful
with
and pretty
joy.
good.
And the banzai, somebody says, and okay,
Yeah.
and we know actually it's great to have to hug to each other among the team, and that is so um, emotional moment. And
Yeah.
we are so much in the
So
mood, but from now you are so busy and receiving such kind of
yeah.
voices. What do you think? Well, actually, members of the JAXA do not have chances to listen to people's voices directly. But actually, today I received so many messages, and that was so fun for us. Mr. Nagama, what do
Yeah,
you
so
think?
basically
Well,
they
actually, I
got the
received
tons
so
of
many
support and
fantastic
also love
messages,
from
and I
community
cannot
should
see
be
all the
not
messages.
only
Anyway,
limited in
we
Japan but
have
also
to,
around the world.
operate.
And also this stream
After
is
this
also
event,
this stream,
therefore,
yeah. Also
after
basically
that, I'd like
my love
to
and
take
support for
time
this mission too
to
at the same
read
time.
that.
So just that,
And
and
actually,
yeah, yes. Just in case you want to know.
Sebastian wrote nice
I mean,
equipment,
I'm
and
just some
actually,
Sokian born in youth,
in the
just
Twitter,
streaming this stuff,
somebody
but
said
it's
nice
enjoyable.
equipment T-shirt
This
was
stuff, at
made
least from
because
what
of
I know,
that,
it's
and
not
actually most
entirely
of you will check the
not
message
not
about that.
entirely
Anyway,
mainstream stuff here
what do you say
around
may
here.
be led to
But
making a new
again, this
T-shirt?
is
Yeah,
what
actually, if
internet is
we
for,
make a new
so I can
keyword, it could be lead
keep
to making
keep you guys
something
up to
like
date, and
T-shirt.
also going to
And
show
after
you
that, I'd like to
good
ask
things
you the schedule
about
after
aerospace
that.
stuff and
I
also space science in
actually,
general
the
too. But
HTV-X1
also
is
if there's
scheduled to
a little
arrive
bit
at
of time even
ISS
for
on
the suborbital launch
October
mission, I hope I can do it at some point.
very soon.
Yeah,
And
because
this week on
guess what?
29th,
suborbital
if
the
you
how do I say
stay
the Johnny
late,
Rocket mission
maybe you can
pretty
see it.
getting rare.
Anyway, around October 30th, around 0 a.m., you may be able to see the capture late 29th, anyway, in Japan time. Anyway, please stay late on 29th on Wednesday. Please keep watching it. And anyway,
okay, so around 29 October there,
HTV-X1 will be captured by
the
Mr. Lee in
HTV-X1
ISS.
will be captured.
Now, anyway,
They will actually
this
going to
one
stream
is
the
launched safely from Japan, and
HTV-X1
that will be
captured
captured.
to the ISS
And
there,
actually,
where
and for the
where
live capture broadcast,
they said
Mr.
around
Takashi
30
Uchiyamada, who
October.
served as
Yeah,
flight director for the
just one day
monotories
before
spacecraft,
the
and
Halloween day,
astronaut Takuya Onishi, who was
they
stationed
it will
at
be
the
fully captured to
ISS.
the
And
International Space
actually, it
Station
was
around
so
12
fantastic with the
a.m.
lineup,
Japan
actually.
Standard
Mr.
Time,
Uchiyama is a
which
flight
here
director,
would
and Mr.
which around my
Oishi
local
has
time here
experience
in Sarawak
capturing
would be
the
29
Americans'
October at
C
11 p.m. will be captured for the
130 transport
HTV-X1
aircraft. So I believe we will
spacecraft
be
there
able to
for the
hear
resupply mission to the
explanations
ISS,
from
and
each of the
it shall be captured by the
respective perspectives.
Canadarm2. Yeah,
Well,
basically,
from both sides, we
Canadarm2
can
is
listen
basically
to a
like a
kind of deep
successor of the the
explanation.
original
And as for the time
Canadarm1,
unit, please pay
back
attention
around
to the
the space
JAXA
shuttle era, if I
website.
remember correctly,
Well,
around the
anyway,
80s
once
era.
again,
So
what do you
this is
think?
basically the
Well,
continuation of it.
224 configuration
Yeah.
worked very
So
well, and that
so that
makes
said,
me
we are
very
also going to
happy. And
watch
actually,
it,
this is the
and hopefully I can
strongest
stream it around.
configuration.
Let's
Therefore,
see,
I was very much worried
30
about the booster.
October should
But
be
anyway, it's and
30,
I
29.
worried
Oh,
some of them
actually,
may be
I
damaged,
can
but
try stream that.
in
It's almost midnight, but
fixed
after
very
the capture,
soon.
maybe I
Anyway,
can end
now
that
we are
stream
going to get
5, 6,
the
or maybe
data,
10
and
minutes after the
also
ISS
actually,
capture, because
it will
of
enter
course I do
the
some sleep there,
Earth's
my sleep hygiene.
atmosphere,
Well,
so that it will
so
not
that's why.
become a debris.
But
And
other than
actually,
that,
for the number 6,
that's
we
all
have some
I
other
can say.
plans. And anyway,
Maybe
would
let's see.
like to lead to the another launch for our new development. Anyway, you are already very busy for the next project. Mr. Nagahama, what do you think? Anyway, it was put into the orbit very correctly. Therefore,
Okay, so looks
the
like at
serious
least from what I can
operation will
post there
begin
on
on the
the
HTV-X1.
how
Anyway,
how
would
do I
like to
say
supply the items to
at least
the
for the
ISS. And
for
anyway, we
the
have two
LVM
players, and also would like to
LVM-3, the launch vehicle Mark III
clear the
rocket
technological
launches of the
verification in the future.
G-7R,
Continue to watching, and
aka the
actually,
CMS-03
today's a live
that will
forecast will be
launch to
archived
replace
on the
the
JAXA official YouTube
Rook
channel.
Mini,
We hope you will
the
share this
G-7R or
excitement with
Inset
friends and family.
F4
And I'd like
for the Indian
you
Navy. So
who
it looks like I
watching
need to
today's broadcasting,
redesign it back to
come back to
maybe
this program again. Already
44,
you know that you
44
have
live
reached.
stream,
Therefore,
or
you
maybe
can be
45,
watching with peace
depending
of
on
mind. And
if
you
no space
repeatedly
also might
watch it, maybe you can
going to
find
stream
something new.
their stuff there
Okay, then,
for
and
the
even from now
for
on,
their
please,
rocket
please
there,
keep
100 nano. So,
supporting us,
but we'll see.
H3 rockets and
And looks
HTV-X1.
like
Thank you
that's
very
it.
much.
And looks like the stream already
The main engine
stopped.
ignition.
And this is the launch replay. As you can see, all the second
Sec
all the two sets of the LE9 ignition on the core stage, and after that the SRB, all four SRB dash, if I remember, SRB-3 ignition, and then whip up from the launch pad, and this is how it looks like around few tenths of minutes ago of the flight there. So this is our last hurrah of this stream before finally I'll end the stream. Okay, and what you're looking at is also the separation of the SRB, both of the first pair and second pair of the SRB set booster also separated. Okay, and this is how it looks like. Possibly this is live, maybe. And yeah, looks like live there. Live view shot of it. And that's all. And already finished there. So yeah, that's all what we've already saw there. We will see the HTV-X1 capture around 29 or 30 October 2025 there. So I will also going to try stream there because not much else about what I want to do around that time. Yeah. And also I've already opened music there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching along with me and for this launch. I really appreciated your time, and I think that's all. Not much else to say. We are going to see that, and also for the InnoSpace maiden flight of the 100 nano rocket, which will place around 300 kilometers of low Earth orbit altitude there. Maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll try to see if there's any live stream for that. But if there's no live stream, well, at least I can reserve that. I can reserve part one link for that for future launches if it's going to happen, because it's also going to be one of the first orbital and one of the many long decades orbital flight in Alcantara Space Center there in Brazil since since the last time around 1998, 97 or 99 if I remember of the second flight of the VLS rocket there. Yeah, and sadly it didn't succeed. It's not successful. Yeah, because the second stage, if I remember correctly, of the VLS rocket itself did not ignite as planned around T plus 3 minutes plus like that. So that's why I'm very excited to watch if there is any stream for the 100 nano rocket, because it's going to be orbital launch attempt from that space center. But obviously, of course, it's not going to be a Brazilian orbital rocket attempt. That's going to take a little bit of time, at least for the VLM rocket there. Basically, a small size split up version from the VLS, basically comparable to, how do I say, Minotaur. In terms of design, it's a bit closer to the Minotaur 3, 4, 5 rocket there. But in terms of capacity, it might be around original Vega or Vega-C rocket payload capacity design there. So and that's basically in that wise there. We're also going to look at that, and maybe I can try to give you some link just to from the nextspaceflight.com. Yeah, because this is the most intuitive website that I can show you that will not clutter with tons of weird stuff here and there. So yeah, I mean, here, let me show you the proof here, proof in the pudding, I guess. So yeah, this is what we've already watched and witnessed before, the HTV-X1, and this one, the Spaceward mission there, the 100 nano rocket by the InnoSpace from the Alcantara Launch Center in Maranhão, Brazil. Hopefully I pronounced it right. If you're Brazilian or if you're Portuguese, just go and roast my my pronunciation, I guess. Maybe don't be too cruel, but you can roast whatever you want. Okay. And that one, if there is live stream, I might do it. Okay. And looks like a day before the HTV-X1 capture, but hopefully they will decide to stream this, because why not? And for this one, Shenzhou 21, unfortunately I don't think I can I can stream around that time, because it's already Sabbath day around that time, and also because I just want to prepare to go to the church. So so this one, unfortunately, Shenzhou 21, I have to skip. Oh, and also looks like Bandwagon 4 is already added up to the list. Okay, on 2 November 2025, in my local time here in Sarawak, it will be 1 p.m. of this stream there. Okay, let me see. Can I stream around the time? Yes, I can. I can definitely do that. Also, a week from now, I will stream. I will go and stream this one. Okay. I would like to stream this because I've already reserved the link specifically for this one, so I would rather that reserved link to be used there. So this one will be streamed too. And also the same thing here. Oh, so it looks like the time itself is not going to be that far away. It will be 6 hours and 30 seconds of gap there. Looks pretty interesting in between the bandwagon 4 and also the CMS-03. Yeah, if I remember, not 02 here, because 02 there is another one launched back in, if I remember, 2018, 2019, something like that, 23. Yeah, so that's why I intentionally put CMS-03, not 02, because it would be a bit confusing. And some, if I remember, also already used the designation CMS-03 instead of 02, so that's why I no longer put 02, I instead put 03 for the GSAT-7-7R, basically a replacement mission. So yeah, and also fun fact, I would like to also call this LVM-3, the launch vehicle Mark III, basically a spiritual successor to Titan rocket as a whole, because guess what, the design itself looks pretty Titan-ish rocket there. And also, second of all, you know why? Because if you see around the Titan 3, Titan 4 launch era, what are the similarities? The similarities is that the both SRB, the solid rocket boosters, side booster there, both of their basically ignites first before the first stage there, that will ignite later on, the core stage there, later on ignite after most of the SRB already depleted and also separated there. So that's the difference. So that's not the difference, that's basically the similarities. That's why I like to call LVM3 as the spiritual continuation of Titan 3/4 rockets. Basically, like what instead of Titan rocket series gone out of the way, instead it's continuously used for the 21st century. So you don't have to go way further of that Titan 3-4 era. You can actually just go and watch LVM3 instead if you really need that Titan-esque rocket there, the spiritual successor of Titan rocket there. So that's that. And also the rest of it still the same schedule as usual. And also the navigation navigates for the Electron rocket. Also, I will also try to stream this, even though it's a little bit late of time, because guess what? I've already reserved the link for this launch, so logical that I will try to stream this. Escapade still the same. Transporter 15. I don't know, no guarantee. Maybe I'll try to stream this if. Okay. Around. Oh, sorry. Okay, for the Transporter 15, if it's around morning in my local time here, or maybe a little bit up until evening, I don't have any guarantee to stream this one, Transporter 15. But Escapade, maybe, highly likely I will stream that. Okay, and the rest of it doesn't change too much. And yeah, I guess that's all. And also I will try to stream the Vulcan Centaur rocket there, the VC2S variant. Hopefully I can also stream the 4 solid rocket booster variant at the same time. So yeah, because why not? What else you are going to do? And yeah, Michibiki 5 also, the H3-22S, because you need to remember this variant were also used for since the inception, even the first failed maiden flight. So I will also try to stream this Mitsubishi 5. If I remember, intentional rocket launchers also plan to stream this, so I'll try to use that because I feel a little bit of lack of resource problem here in terms of desktop management here. I don't have enough desktop and not even enough bandwidth to keep streaming there. So it will be better for me to use international rocket launcher stream there, because that channel basically will use alternating between NVS stream and JAXA stream as well. So I'll try look at that stream. But let's just say if JAXA did not stream this launch, did not stream this Mitsubishi 5 launch, at least I can only use NVS. That's also no problem. Okay, STP-S30. This one is Space Test Program -S30. Maybe I'll try stream this. But yeah, the Proton M, I will try stream this one too, because it's a little bit of longer time since I witnessed this launch, and yes, I do miss Proton M era back in the day. Yeah, around my high school, middle school era. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to stream this soon. And yeah, Progress MS-33 on 19 December 2025, Mitsubishi 5 on 7 December 2025. Okay, Electro L number 5 on 15 December 2025. Yeah, Escapade on 9 November 2025. Everything is 2025 here for the reference if you are watching this in the future. Okay, if you're watching this replay in the future, this is reference for 2025. And yeah, for the mission Gaganyaan G1, this one is basically like the test mission for the Indian manned space program. This is also I'm going to be very excited, because guess what? This mission also almost a reflection for the US's cancelled MOL mission, Manned Orbital Laboratory. That's basically, even though it's a sort of like a military manned space initiative there, but why I say because it's a little bit of similarities, because back in the day, did you know that MOL mission there supposedly launched on the Titan 3 rocket there, Titan 3M if I remember. Yeah, and because of that, that's why I'm very excited, because we are going to see how the MOL mission looks like, but if it's in modern day. But instead of getting cancelled, scrapped in the 70s, now we are going to see it 50 plus years late. Yeah, I mean, this is interesting, right? Now we are going to see it in color and also in full, like, I don't know, HD 4K, whatever you want to put it. That's why I'm very excited to see it, because this is like the spiritual success of mission of the cancelled MOL mission initiated by US back in the day. But instead, it's mostly on the civilian side, so that's a good thing. The rest of it, I don't want to explain too much, because we are not going to end the stream if I talk and yap too much. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching this stream, especially for the maiden flight of the HTV-X1 mission, resupply mission to the ISS, and also we've watched and also witnessed the maiden flight of the H3-24W variant there. Basically, we are also watching not only the maiden flight for all of the 4 solid rocket booster flight there, but also we are witnessing the flight where we also watch the payload fairing wider variant also. Not only its longer version, the 16.4 meters long there, or 16.6 if I remember correctly, meters long variant, but also wider variant there, 5.4 meters instead of usual 5.2 meters. So that's that. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you for the next stream for the HTV-X1 capture there, and or maybe the Hanbit Nano rocket launched by Innospace in Alcantara Space Center there. Whichever these two materializes, I'm going to see you there. So thank you so much for watching, and this is my typical trademark. This is Daniel Suguwa signing out, and thank you so much for watching. Take care and enjoy your weekend. Goodbye everybody. Take care. Bye bye. Okay, and there's obviously nothing to see behind the scene. What else do you want, huh? So that's it. So that's all. And I'm very much apologize if the way I speak, my speech pattern maybe not entirely made clear here and there, but that's how I actually speak. It's pretty slow, not super duper fast, but maybe some of you might be able to catch and even tolerate the ways I'm speaking, but I'll try to improve as time goes by. Or maybe I don't know what else lessons I'm going to do. So that's all. Bye bye. Take care.